Hello, and welcome back to Advanced Campaign. I'm Paul.Power, and with me are...
Sylphid?
I'm Senerio.
Alcharagia.
Oh. And here's where we left off last time, marmalising some helicopter or other. Andy's got some issues, but we are starting to get some mechs going.
He's hanging in there.
Ooh, crossfades.
They've been there a while, but you know.
I have been noted to be rather inattentive at times.
I don't know if you've been in a video since I started doing it.
I was in Battle Mystery. Were there any crossfades in Battle Mystery?
I don't know, it's such a short mission, that one. I don't think I bothered.
Then that would explain it.
Plans to keep that medium tank occupied?
Medium tanks can be very nasty.
That's why we got APCs for them.
I spent a very long time on Span Island getting acquainted with exactly how medium tanks work.
They're big, they hit hard. You have to box clever to deal with them. That's pretty much it.
When I finished the map, I actually had like 7 different medium tanks arranged in a question mark formation because I was so baffled by some of the AI's decisions.
You should recreate that.
I should.
Although it might take you a very long time if your last go on Span Island, if I recall correctly, that lasts quite some time.
39 days!
That is quite a thing.
Yep. I am proud of it.
Strange, proud records or something.
I did something similar on the dual strike version of Span Island. I had an exclamation point of mega tanks because I could.
Aha! It's a nice compliment to the medium tank question mark.
Now we just need to make a small tank semicolon.
A Neotank interrobang, perhaps.
It would make there would be finally be a reason for the interrobang to exist.
Or maybe a rhetorical question mark, which is like a backwards question mark. Or the Spanish opening question mark.
Yeah, I was about to say.
A tilde of mechs.
And a period of Uzians. Because really, what other shape would Uzians be?
A set of open and closed parentheses entirely of APCs.
Well, they do bookend this entire run of... or whatever.
And they also contain things.
Oh, yeah. I always forget about the fact they actually have jobs other than being decoys.
Andy's got some problems all of a sudden.
Well, they're still better than they were.
Yeah. That one turn where you were like 1 unit away from having Andy knocked out of the game.
Yeah.
But having a medium tank squad up in his business is still pretty nasty.
We've got plans for it. Oh.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh boy, there's gonna be a meteor.
Yay! I love meteors!
And there's that bomber he just built too.
Oh, bothers. I think that's the only bomber he actually gets out of that airport, for various reasons.
Does he get anything else out of the airport?
He keeps parking medium tanks on top of it.
Ah. Good job, Sturm.
You know, it says a lot just how much the difference between medium and regular tanks is that you attacked Sturm's medium tank twice with Max's regular tanks, and they still only did like 7 damage to it.
Valuable chip damage, though.
Yeah.
Maybe it's called a medium tank, not because it's the average level of tank, but it makes every other unit seem average in comparison. Every other unit becomes the medium value.
I kind of see that. Maybe we can kill this medium tank now. Yes!
Ooh, not bad.
I was expecting it to survive.
Chip damage.
Yeah, you roll that 50th percentile.
Chip damage, best damage. That's another weird thing about. I've been playing a lot of Fire Emblem Awakening lately because I was like, oh god, I finally got to get around to this. So I was like, yes, sure, I'm going to be a complete noob. I'm going to turn newcomer mode on, get rid of permadeath, so I don't have to worry about this strange, non-advanced Warsish mechanic.
Honestly, I'm a long-time Fire Emblem fan, and I never don't play Awakening with casual mode on.
Is that bad, eh?
Lunatic plus classic mode here.
Well,
Oh, good lord. You know, one time someone called me a filthy shit casual for not doing that on every single run-through.
see,
Oh, gamers.
I mean, advanced campaign is advanced campaign, but at least you don't have to deal with this stuff.
I believe he also got mad at me for marrying my my avatar to the statistically worst unit in the entire game, just because I thought it would be funny.
That's impressive. What?
Statistically worst in terms of marriage options, I married Anna.
Oh, I married Anna.
Yeah, exactly! She's awesome!
I know.
But no, apparently you're a filthy shit casual, I'm sorry to tell you.
Apparently, and by apparently I mean objectively, the best pairing for the Avatar is Henry.
Oh wait, of course you have a female avatar. Yeah. I suppose that makes sense. Actually.
Well, Henry is the objectively best pairing for anyone, except Noe. Nobody is the best pairing for Noe.
Donald.
You pair Noe with Donnell, and then the Avatar with Na, and you create God Morgan.
I paired Noe with Rickon, personally.
That works.
And I never used either of them.
Oh, I quite like Rick, and I paired him with Liz. Wait, we are just talking about Fire Emblem while all this...
It's close enough!
It's your fault, Paul.
Oh dear. Sturb's turn has just gone rolling on and on and on and on and on.
Yeah.
I think that's part of it.
He's got a lot of bombers right now, jeez.
And that meteor strike is going to get cancelled out to a large degree, so, you know, hyper repair plus joining. Power of mechs.
You just gotta love.
So I still say mechs are the best unit in the game.
I mean, I think
With the exception of APCs for obvious reasons.
infantry are pretty good. I mean, in later Advance Wars games, infantry just go, haha, we are infantry, we destroy everything. Ultimately.
That seems kind of backwards.
I think it's partly because of the whole, you know, dual strike and its mentality, and you know the way they changed the power bar mechanics up.
Oh, yes, from what I understand, Dual Strike is, like, completely batshit.
Yep.
That's what I got out of reading that LP anyway.
The infantry just charge the power bar really quickly.
Just take Sammy, pair her with Eagle, and you win the game.
It's not that bad.
Oh, yeah, don't they have, like, some kind of special thing that just destroys everyone?
You put an infantry into a transport copter, and you move the transport copter towards the HQ, and then you dual strike, and Eagle's transport copter gets to move again. You have it drop off the infantry 3 spaces from the enemy HQ,
The only problem
and then
is,
you change, and it becomes Sammy's turn, and she takes the HQ.
if you're...
Get out the plates, cause they just got served!
It's easy. It's not that hard to counter though, because if you know what they're planning to do, you just go right, surround the HQ.
Well, yeah, but
I mean, personally, my favourite strategy with Eagle is actually to use Lightning Drive in Dual Strike rather than Lightning Strike. Because it's like, it charges it, it's 3 stars and you get another turn at half power. That's pretty cool. You get the same defense, your defense stays the same.
I mean, even counting that, you can use Eagle's bombers to break open a hole in the HQ. It's not like...
True. I don't know. I just think characters like, can buy Sonya and Colin Sasha are equal, like, powerful enough to deal with it, but...
So basically what I'm getting out of this conversation is that Dual Strike is all about fighting overpowered things with your other overpowered things.
Yeah.
Basically.
Although I think they said before, the way they balanced Dual Strike was making everything overpowered.
Yes.
Yeah, I got a used copy of Dual Strike because I lost my copy.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy who did it had Jake and Rachel at level 28.
Yeah, which is, beyond a certain point, it becomes pointless.
At level 10, you unlock the costume, and you don't need to do anything else with the character.
Yeah. I suppose he just liked using Jake and Rachel.
That's a lot of dedication.
Level 10, the best character to get to level 10 is Jugger.
Oh yes, of course. The suit. The tie.
Jugger's a robot, but he puts on a dad-style suit and tie in his alternate costume.
It's so spiffy.
Well, you look like you're turning around this little Air Force he has from here.
Bomber finally went down this turn, because I finally got an AA from Drake up there.
I mean, personally, I'm sad you shot down the fighter over the HQ. I thought that guy was going to make it till the end of the game or something. End of the match or something.
After that one CO power where Max just kept getting blocked in by it, I was like, now, that thing has to go down.
I was still rooting for it.
Please don't root for evil.
I'm just saying he had spunk.
Please don't root for evil.
It's the root of all evil.
Evil is evil. Evil is the name of the villain of Custom Robo.
I remember him being a bit of a jerk.
But Custom Robo's wearing a suit and tie.
Well, but his name was just straight up evil, which I think is absolutely hysterical.
It's much like a certain cat from a certain series about a worm with a super suit or whatever.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Earthworm Jim and one of the villains is evil, a cat.
Yeah. I never played those games.
Wow, an Earthworm Jim reference.
And he doesn't build anything from that airport.
Truly, we are the pinnacle of hip and cool internet people.
I never even played that game as much. I just watched the cartoon.
Oh, I heard the cartoon was decent.
It's pretty good.
I may have played the demo of an Earthworm Jim game sometime. That's about it for me.
I think the games were just really, really hard, so that was never going to be an option for me.
The limit of my Genesis platforming was Dynamite Heady.
Yeah, again, it's another thing I never played myself. But I think I've watched people play it, maybe?
What, Dynamite Heady?
Possibly.
Oh, it's a pretty good one.
Yes, seems alright.
Even if the American version did make it stupidly difficult to actually complete the game in one sitting. Because in the Japanese version, you had 3 continues from the get-go. In the American version, you didn't have any from the get-go, and if you got a game over, you had to start the entire game from the beginning. And getting continues was entirely based off of collecting a bunch of arbitrary collectibles right after you beat a boss. So it kind of just spiraled.
I'm picturing that APC up there, next to the transport copter, being Sturm's attempt to use crying APC dot.
Oh, it could be.
Oh, Sturm. It doesn't work that way.
Well, sometimes I attack APCs. If they're in the way.
they have to be carrying units in order to do that.
And I love those 2 missile launchers that are hanging down by Andy's troops. I wonder when those guys are gonna die, because I feel like they've been there forever at this point.
I'm loath to attack. I mean, the battlecopters don't want to go anywhere near them right now because, missile launchers. I can't get a clean shot.
Yeah, they shoot you and you die.
It's a problem.
Yeah, dying is bad. Well, from a certain point of view.
I'm trying to think of ways in which it's good.
Well, I mean, like, I don't know, if you're a nihilist, if you believe in nothing,
if you're in severe pain and no hope of recovery,
And you finally captured that base.
Hey!
if you believe in Hinduism-based caste systems and you've done a lot of good in your life, it would mean you would get a lush and cozy second life. Then dying would be a good thing from some perspectives. At least that's what I understood from my sophomore year world history class.
Sounds reasonable.
Whenever I think about dying being a good thing, I always remember the movie Dragonheart, the one with Sean Connery as a dragon.
Wait, what?
It was the next logical step, let's face it.
The villain in that movie kills a woman's father, and when she said, "You said you'd release me," he's like, "I always said that would be a release."
Huh.
And he's played by Lupin from Harry Potter, so it's even funnier.
Oh, right. I should know that guy's name, but I can't remember the actual actor.
I can't pronounce his last name, but his first name's David.
David
Yeah.
Thoreau?
Duchovny? Hasselhoff? They took the APC bait, and then the AA rolls in and steamrolls the mech anyway.
Oh
Yep.
no! Those poor mechs. Why are they called mechs?
Yeah.
Mechanical infantry. Or mechanized infantry, they use the bigger guns.
Oh, well,
I mean, mechanized infantry usually means they ride around in APCs.
Which, well, considering they have 2 movement, that's generally how they get around.
Yeah.
is reasonably accurate.
I was wrong, they did build a bomber from there.
Good job, Sturm.
Right, when Max's AA is just like hanging out.
No, that's not a half bad result against an AA, attacking it for 54% damage.
Yeah, makes a pretty strong. I mean, bear in mind it's Sturm.
Yeah.
Sturm's terrible defense.
Technically, it is the majority of its health.
Mechs aren't bad against AA. Which is why the mech flood works. AA don't really. I mean, the only things that really counter mech floods are infantry and recons. AA just are too expensive for the amount of damage they take from a mech. Oh, I suppose all the mechs counter a mech flood as well, but then that's kind of boring.
The mech flood seems to be a pretty effective strategy here, at least.
Yeah, it's up and running now. Sturm can't do much about it.
Unless he performs a mech flood of his own!
Well, there are quite a lot of mechs up there.
Yeah,
It's true.
He does have a lot of mechs.
He could mech you Rue this day.
I suppose he could if he was feeling particularly terrible.
Yeah, I think relative to their cost, mechs are one of the better units in this game.
They'll make you meet your mecher.
Oh goodness. I mean, actually, I can't complain. I pun all the time, anyways. What's one more punner? I think
Yeah.
the bit that really annoys me, I'm getting out punned.
Let's mech love, not war and all.
Okay. That wasn't agreeing to that statement.
I guess I can APC where you're coming from.
Thanks very much. At least the quality in the music in this game is better than MIDI's. Okay,
It's true.
That one was a stretch.
It makes me very happy to see you getting along in the spirit of puns.
Like I actually like puns, so it's not a problem. It's just I don't know. Constant mechs. I made a mech. I've made at least one mech pun already in this LP. Like I think on the Sammy Sonya mission, it's like can't make an omelette without breaking some mechs. So I'm kind of primed for an assault on those 2 missile launchers next turn.
Yeah, they've been kind of hanging around for a while now.
Those B-copters should be able to do something about them, I hope. I mean, something could go horribly wrong.
Yeah, we'll see.
Any guesses at what that something might be?
A giant meteor.
Well, that isn't a bad idea.
The Wrath of God will come down and punch your
Suicide. Chip damage. Chip damage rules supreme.
You'll have to mech a deadly choice.
That medium tank already did. Oh, I see, but yeah.
No, it's not like you could have done much more with a 4 HP medium tank.
Exactly. Just wear him down, that's what this is all about.
And now that medium tank's soul's departed, you'll have to contact a medium to talk to it anymore.
Come on, these aren't that great. Just ask Javier.
He does have a good line in... I don't know what he has a good line in, but it's something. Drugs, possibly.
Comm tower on, man!
Oh, I get the
Yes, that was my pun. Yes.
Welp.
We're gonna have to sweep up here with a feather duster.
Oh, now we're in Days of Ruin.
Oh, so I was remembering that right. That is the name of that unit that apparently sucks?
Yeah. Well, it doesn't suck. It's just that Serafroy thinks it sucks.
Yeah, I remember that being a huge debate in the thread for that game, whether the duster was good or not.
I don't mean to have too much anti-tank sentiment here, but...
Oh boy. Yep, there go those B-copters that I was
Yep.
preparing to take out the
Those-
missiles.
Ooh, he didn't take your APC bait either.
I know!
It's a bad time to be a copter.
That's a pretty incredible there. But I guess the AI just really hates capturing infantry.
Yeah, it does tend to... It makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Capturing infantry mechs the eye see red.
I'm just... You can't see this, but I'm just blinking.
He's got an anti-airport sentiment.
At least he's parked on the airport, so he can't build anything. Again.
Yeah, I think that financial venture really bombered.
You're gonna have to fighter his way out of this one. Maybe.
See?
Wow, Max's army over there is pretty beat up.
Yeah, he's struggling right now.
He's gonna have to fight to protect his lander.
Fight for his right to something. Fight for his right to Artie!
Well, that wasn't bad.
You're gonna have to go to a real battleship to get that.
Let's just do random damage with Mechs.
APC, you're finally attacking those missile launchers.
I know, right? I mean, well, you know, the Mechs, they gotta do what they can, really, at this point.
Yeah.
They got a mech do.
Mech do and mend. Well, mend, yeah, as Andy is wont to do. He does like mending things. Yeah, he's back to just wearing them down. He's had a bit of a resurgence that last turn.
Indirectly.
And this is where the evil laughter starts.
I have had it told to me that I'm very good at those. I can't APC what they're talking about, but whatever, man.
So many infantry.
What, did they grow on infantries?
Possibly.
That pun was just a missile.
You mean it bombered?
Well, you know, I think these puns are, on the whole, just a bit hit and miss.
Ooh, you got a really another lucky result there.
Chip damage.
Yeah.
I guess you know you could do it.
Well, you really seem to be turning this around right here.
Well, you know, chip damage makes the world go round.
Ooh. There should be a CO in this game called Chip.
There should be.
BRB, call in IS.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose they would just be a bit like Nell, because, I mean, Nell is very good at chip damage because of her luck bonus.
So it seems your forces are starting to reconnoiter in the middle there.
Yeah, they are. Oh man, why can't I come up with any good puns? Alright, why can't I come up with any puns? Because I don't think any of them are good.
You just
but...
gotta wait till we cycle through them all.
I think statistically that's impossible.
Let's see.
We're just reaching. These puns are getting calder and calder.
I mean, if we keep doing this, we'll just end up with a barren grey field.
Well, at least they're making us all laugh.
That'll come in handy.
It keeps the video from getting Sammy.
Oh, we're just gonna take these puns to the max, aren't we?
Yep.
Well, I mean, we have to beat out our rivals.
I convey even punnier if you want me to.
Oh, I'd son you see you didn't.
You can be serious.
Teach me about your great technique, oh wise sensei.
Well, what you gotta do is you gotta have grit.
I would apologize for this tsunami of puns, but I don't at all.
I'll keep an eagle eye out for them in the future.
Well, what you need to do is you have to have a Jake in the material.
I think all these puns might just be this LP's death now.
Okay, serious mechanical talk here. It looks like Max is really running low on units. Is that just the camera?
He does have issues. He took that last meteor strike, so he does have some issues. I mean, it's not like he can't rebuild.
Is it game over if any of your forces are completely wiped out, or if all of them are completely wiped out?
All of them.
Okay.
All of them. Several people have beaten this mission, losing, for example, Andy, and having the other two eventually just grind Sturm down.
Well, with the loss of an entire army, grinding his army down would be really hard, I think. If you lose an army, you're better off just trying to go for an HQ capture like I did. Because even if Andy's not doing a whole lot of damage, he's at least keeping Sturm's forces occupied.
Oh, definitely. I mean, this Mech Flood is, you know, it's eating him away.
It's just a big old wall of guys with rocket launchers. You can't go wrong.
It's basically the front lines of this fight.
Yeah, at this point, it's really hard for Sturm to actually win because he just has so much to fight through, and he doesn't have enough troops down by Andy's to really punch through all his guys in one turn. So he's in a position where he basically can't win.
He can't win. He's just trying to lose in the correct manner.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Basically, he plays defensive until you break through that line.
And then he goes, oh shit, I'm getting my ass kicked. Maybe I should start trying harder.
I think this might hold a record for the least effective use of Max Force ever.
Probably.
Ooh, only 10%?
But, I mean, the baseline there is, it's pretty high.
I recall there being one really useless Max Force you did earlier in the thread, but I can't remember what mission it was.
Well, we know it was one with Max in it, so that narrows down the search.
I did use him a lot.
For obvious reasons.
You're right, that really was useless, jeez.
I did 9% damage throughout the entire turn.
Tidal Wave has taken a really long time to charge up again, jeez.
It does that. I mean, it's like... It's one of the longer charging power bars in the game.
Well, I mean, you can't rush the tides, man. They're a geological thing, and I mean, it's not like you can just move the moon around with a tractor beam or something. The tides...
You can spin the Earth faster.
In addition, the fact that Green Earth especially is out of the main battle. Like, you have Blue Moon taking the left side. And the right side's basically been Green Earth, but there's been no black hole on the right side.
Yeah, I mean, Blue Moon's done a bit of stuff in the middle as well. Your Max was reinforcing Andy.
Yeah. It looks like you finally got a bridgehead on his side of the river.
Yeah.
Yay!
It's actually Drake forging ahead with that bridgehead at the moment.
Good job, Drake.
So...
Oh, here we go.
Oh, it's called Tsunami, whatever.
Yeah, that
They're
was...
Same thing.
They're the same thing.
I was gonna say, but you know, I'm not.
You know, one time I played a game where Francis Drake was a woman.
Huh. Let me guess, it was Japanese.
Oh, how'd you know?
I'm psychic.
Shock.
That's how I know the AI keep going for APCs.
Although I think the in-game excuse was that it was actually Queen Elizabeth disguised as Francis Drake.
Fate Extra, right?
Well, that makes more sense.
Or, well, Fate Rock, Paper, Scissors.
Yes, that one.
Fate, rock.
It's an RPG on the PSP called Fate Extra, and the battle system is essentially a glorified tactical rock paper scissors system.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow, he only has 2 units on your side of the river. That's amazing.
I know. It seems like a pretty good point to cut off in here.
Yep.
And now he can't build any units out of that airport either.
This time the cliffhanger is on Sturm's end.
Can he come back from this? Probably not.
Spoiler, no.
In a traditional 3-act structure, this would end in Sturm's victory.
Yep. Right before this is the montage with the inspirational music where the heroes are doing a whole bunch of cool stuff and succeeding, but then after this, I don't know, they break up with their girlfriend or something.
Something like that. Tune in next time.
Tune in next time!